This is Miss Haynes. I'm going to show you page 98, lesson 1, Vegas Lady, part 1. In this lesson, you will apply solid colors to the strokes and fills of a pre-drawn image. You will choose colors from Color Picker and Swatches panel and create and save your own colors, setting up the file. What you want to do is open up chapter 5, lesson 1 from wherever you saved it. Window, Workspace, Essentials. They tell you to use Shift Tab, so you can toggle between the docs and panels. Then you're going to choose View, Fit All in the Window. This is the original photo used for the drawing template. Then Window, Layers, or if you tap F7, your Layers panel will pop open. In the Layers panel, you're going to unhide the coloring layer to view the drawing in grayscale. So you do that by clicking the eyeball. And then you are going to choose View and Outline to see how the image is constructed with numeric paths and shapes. And then you can choose View, Overprint Preview to view the fills and strokes. You're going to save this with your first and last name after it. On your own H drive. Go ahead and save it. Now we're going to click OK. Applying colors to fills. In the Layers panel, expand the coloring layer if it's not already expanded. Well, ours is. I'll show you what it looks like not expanded. There it is. To expand it, you would press on the little white triangle. Okay, so that's the paths and shapes that comprise the image are organized in separate sublayers. If you refer to figure 523, you will see it in the book. To collapse the coloring layer, you can click on the arrow, which I just showed you, to reduce the clutter in the Layers panel. For now, leave that expanded. Okay, you may not see all the layers, paths, shapes in the Layers panel. To see more, you either use the scroll bar on the right, so this is your scroll bar right now. It's manageable, but there will be one here. You can resize the panel like I showed you, going over the bottom right to open it. And the other thing is, if the Layers panel is docked with other panels, you can click on the Title tab of the Layers panel and drag it away from the docked group to release it close to other unneeded panels. Okay, so they're just saying you can drag these and move them. So what we're going to do is we're going to expand the headdress layer. So looking for headdress, expand it to see the individual paths or the sublayers. Number 3, click the circle in the selection column of the head top sublayer to select the object in the document. Okay, so I'm going to just open this up just a little bit so that I can read the rest. So the head top sublayer, so it's just head top. And then click the circle. That will show that it is selected. The selection column of the Layers panel is located along its side with the scroll bar. When an object is selected, a colored selection box appears in this column. So they're talking about this little yellow box. So now you're going to use the color picker and choose a new color for the top part of the headdress. So with this selected, you go over here to your fill box and you double click for the color picker. They want you to choose a deep red color, so you can try and eyeball it, deep red. The other option is to type in the exact 152 for red, 15 for green, 8 for blue, and choose OK. You can press tab after each numeric entry. Okay, number 6, page 100. Let's select the same color for the base of the Vegas Lady drawing. With the selection tool, click on the curved base object to select it. So I got to choose my selection tool, which is V, okay, and curved base object to select it. Now you're going to choose the eyedropper tool and just go up here to select the deep red. You're saying take a sample of the color that I'm choosing and apply it to the neck base. Okay, and that brings us to number 9. So let me just rewind 1 second. On the top of page 100, we select the same color for the base of the Vegas Lady drawing with the selection tool. You choose the eyedropper tool in the toolbox, which I just showed you, and then you place the eyedropper tool over the red headdress and click to take a sample of the color. The selected base will update with the sampled color. You must first select the object you want to change, otherwise using the eyedropper tool will just change the fill color but not apply it. So you choose the color using the swatches panel. You can also do that by choosing window and swatches over here, and this one is selected. Okay, so number 10, with the selection tool, select one of the flares. So we got to choose the selection tool. V I'm going to select, and then one of the flares. Okay, so one of the flares, and then you're going to click ocean blue in the swatch panel. It will select that for you, and then selection tool, ocean blue on the other side, and then go ahead and save your file. Now we're going to apply color to strokes. So on page 101, and it's number 1. In the layers panel, select the sub layer. So I need my layers panel. I'm going to press F7. I'm going to close that up, and we're going to look for the R flare outline in the headdress layer. So I'm going to open that headdress layer up. I'm going to look for the R flare outline. Okay, and then select here. So they're just telling us to change it to magenta. You can open up the swatches panel, change to magenta. In the layers panel, I'm going to open that up again. And now they're telling me, so that was the right flare outline. Now I'm going to the left, or the L flare outline. Do the same thing. Open up your swatches panel, choose magenta. I guess we could do the back and make that the ocean blue. Okay. Okay, so then you can practice applying the color to other strokes and fills on the document. You can apply color to all the gray areas. Okay, so anywhere there is a gray area, you can make it fancy and apply any color that you would like from the swatches panel. So just take a few minutes to do that, and then make sure you save your file. Okay, now saving colors. Once you've picked colors for the image, you can save them to use over and over. In the swatches panel over here, if you don't have that up, you can pop that in by going to Window, Swatches. Okay. Select the object headdress. So now I'm going to just have my layers open. Headdress. Notice that the color of the headdress is indicated in the fill box in the toolbox. Click the fill box to place it in front of the stroke to activate it as the current color. Okay, so this one's still gray. So in the swatches panel, you can click New Swatch Panel. And then it's the one down next to the trash can. Okay, and in the swatches panel, you can put a new description. So say I like this gray. I'm going to say my cool swatch. I'm going to use this over and over again and say okay. What it does is it adds it to the bottom here. You can also create a new swatch from the swatches drop-down menu. Select one of the flares or feathers on the Vegas Lady. Okay, so I'm going to select this girl. Click on the arrow with the horizontal 3 lines in the upper right corner of the swatches panel. So here we go. From the drop-down menu, you can choose New Swatch here. This is the magenta color. I'm going to say my favorite pink. Okay, so we'll add it next to my favorite pink right next to the magenta one. So you can give it your own color. Okay, so now select each colored area in your image and save the colors in the swatches panel. So let's say I want this one. I will name it New Swatch, my rainbow. Okay. So go through and just practice naming the colors, what you would like to name them. Okay, and then you can save the collected swatches into a library to use in another document. We don't have to get into that right now. If you want more information on it, I can show you in class. Refer to page 103. I'm going to take a break right now because that was lesson 1.